So guys, Peter Obi has officially moved to the ADC alongside with people like Senator Victor Umeh, Senator Sen Abaribe, Aisha Yesufu, Professor Pat Utomi, and so many others. All of them moved officially to the ADC. Aisha Yesufu said she has never been a card-carrying member of any party, but this time she's going to be a card-carrying member of the ADC. And guess what? Peter Obi's movement to, moving to the ADC has come with a lot of reactions from Nigerians. I'm going to be sharing the reactions with you guys, but we all know that Peter Obi had an X-space discussion recently on Twitter where he told Nigerians that he is going to be on the ballot because people are wondering why he moved. I mean, some obedience are in support. Some are saying Peter Obi wouldn't have gone to the ADC. Now, let me share with you some of the reactions coming from Nigerians. Like Donata said, ADC is a political party of Atiku, by Atiku, and for Atiku. I trust Tinubu 1 billion times than Atiku. If na Atiku, you want VP. Make God give Tinubu third time, QED. That if Peter Obi moved to the ADC so that he will become a vice to Atiku, it is better Tinubu continues. That's what he is saying. Now, let me share with you how Nigerians have reacted to this particular post by Don Azar. This person said, ADC was founded by Ralph Wosu 20 years ago. It does not in any way belong to Atiku, not by structure, not by funding, not even by this coalition. Do your research. He's replying him that it's not Atiku's party. This other person said, no, this is not about him speaking in favor of Tinubu. Everyone thought that Obi will either create obedient party or remain in Labour Party. We are still in shock how he and the person he contested against in last year election are now in the same party. Two, we all know that, number two, we all know that Atiku is brutal when it comes to the party primary election. How is Mr. I know they give Sheshi now going to survive primary election with Mr. Dollar Bag? So guys, this is the, these guys thought, he say, how is Peter will be going to contest with Atiku at the primary level, that everybody was thinking Peter Obi will create his own party. Yes, Peter Obi tried registering a political party, but Tinubu resisted the registration of anything new party. That is one of the reasons why Mahmoud was sacked. You know, that some parties were being registered when Tinubu went on holiday. And when Tinubu got the info, he came back to Nigeria and fired Mahmoud Yakubu. Remember, Mahmoud Yakubu left earlier than the time he was supposed to leave. This was one of the reasons. And since then, with this new INEC chairman, they've made registration of new parties impossible, in case you don't know. Now, let's move ahead. This other person here said, if for any reason they bring him out and ask him to VP Atiku, either he leaves to another party and be a flag bearer, or obedience and all Nigeria youth no go participate. It better Tinubu rule till 2069. This person is also saying, instead of Peter Obi to become a vice, Peter Obi should move to another party, or we should just forget participating in the next election so that Tinubu will just have his way for forever and ever. So this other person here said, why are you making such assumption and conclusion so early? Ask yourself, why was Senator Tambua in that gathering in Enugu? Or you don't see him? ADC wants to win elections. Since it's a party that wants to win, they know what to do. Heading to 2027, politics is dynamic. And this other person here say, bro, for clarification, ADC under Peter Obi does not belong to Atiku. Like Peter Obi has said, he did not travel all around the world just to become a VP. If you had listened to his last meeting on X, he said, and I quote, I will be on the ballot come 2027. That was what Peter Obi told his supporters. That don't panic. I will run. I will be, no matter how they try to frustrate me, I will be on the ballot. Now, this other person here reacted and said, I trust that Peter Obi has done all his calculations before moving to the ADC. PO or nothing. Peter Obi is coming. PO or nothing. This other person here say, my G, I know you are being emotional right now. Calm down. Let's see how everything unfolds up to the primaries. I'm sure PO has done his calculations before joining ADC. Let's watch and see. So guys, this is it. And this person say, me, I don't care. Peter Obi remains my party. This person say, I don't bother. Anywhere Peter Obi goes, I follow, no matter the party. Another person here say, I see a lot of obedience come after you in the CS. What they don't know is that by law, Atiku is barred from being sworn in as a VP again. He can only be sworn in as a president. ADC is by Atiku for Atiku. So this person is also agreeing with Donaza that Atiku can never become a vice president. Atiku can only become a president. So Atiku knows if he doesn't run for presidency, he has no chance. And now, finally, this person reacted and said, number one, Peter Obi could not have remained in the Labour Party because the party is being controlled by APC in its totality. Number two, Tinubu of today is not better than Atiku. I honestly don't trust anybody, not to talk of 1 billion times. And this other person also said he is not planning to deputize Atiku. The ball is in ADC court. If they sneeze, if they snooze, they lose. Meaning, if they play with Peter Obi, it's them that will lose. This person say, relax, bro. Peter Obi is not deputizing anyone. It's already a settled deal. Nigeria must be saved. Meanwhile, I haven't forgotten our communication via email, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And now I'm going to remind you what we are talking about. Donaza tweeted after Peter Obi declared for the ADC. He said, ADC is a political party of Atiku, by Atiku, and for Atiku. I trust Tinubu 1 billion times than Atiku. If na Atiku you want VP, may God give Tinubu third time. If na Atiku, Peter Obi wants to deputize. That is better. Tinubu continues till third term. And this other person here reacted and said, at Donaza, I understand your misgiving, especially about Atiku, but I can tell you this. His Excellency Peter Obi will rather walk away than vice that man. As far as I'm concerned, it is His Excellency President Peter Obi or nothing. So guys, I'm going to allow you to take a look at the video the moment Peter Obi, Aisha Yesufu, Pat Utomi, Sen Abaribe, all of them, they declared for the ADC. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Now take a look.
Enugu, everything's happening today. Peter Obi is, as a former governor of Anambra State, Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election. He is set to declare for a new political party. Let's go live.
Professor Pat Utomi, Okedinachi, the leader of the big tent. You're welcome. Before we go further, let me announce that the obedient movement worldwide, they are all in line with what we are doing, and they are here represented by the president of obedient movement worldwide, Dr. Yunusa Tanko. Thank you, Yunusa Tanko. With your obedient movement, we know what you can do. Having taken this, I don't think we will have to waste more time, because Senator Ben Obi has said it clearly, and that's what we want to hear. That His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi I have to flow from his speech so that we'll save time. He concluded that after all the consultations, that this group met and agreed that wherever Peter Obi goes to is the platform all of us. Distinguished Senator, ancestor, Engineer Hakot Abaribe, representing Abia South in the Senate.
ADC, AD and C. Let me do a symbolic thing first. Mr. David Mark, Chairman of ADC. This is the logo of the party on this cap, and I'm going to wear this cap for the first time. Let me also announce that this morning I resigned from the All Progressive Grand Alliance. So as of now, I am fully in ADC. Following my brother and our leader, Mr. Peter Obi, I wish all of us well, and I know that we're going to get there. When I was giving my last interview, and they were asking me, how do you think it will happen? I told them, Mboru. Every Igbo man knows what Mboru means. Now it's Mboru.
When the time comes,
the time has come. The whole of us are going into ADC, and we shall remove the cancer that has held Nigeria down since 2015. We will remove that party that promised change but brought. What else did they bring?
yes. Who speak on behalf of the House of Representatives?
That party brought death and destruction to Nigeria. And so I wish everyone well and want to pledge my loyalty to our chairman, Mr. David Mark, and my party. My party. Which party is my party? Jesus.
Thank you very much. There's what they say, mutatis mutandi. That is concur. All the senators here present. Senator Moye, where is he? Ayaka has already resigned. He was here. He has already resigned from Labour Party in writing. But because of time, I want to say that all of us have resigned the way Peter Obi resigned from the Labour Party. So we shall need caps. Many people will wear it now. Then goodwill message will continue. I would like to invite Professor Pat Utomi, leader of the Big Tent. Also, we're already. But just a word will pass you by.
ADC! The time is now to arise and shine. You know, for the last 2 years, Mr. Peter Obi and I have been wandering around this planet trying to find out where it has worked. Academics, heads of states, in Europe, in North America, in Asia, we've met all these people. The formula is ready for a new Nigeria. And ADC will present it. ADC!
It's my distinguished privilege to invite Aisha Yesufu, who is here as a mobilizer and a great activist. Where is she? She just stepped out. Go and bring her back. When she comes, she will greet the people. She's coming. I have seen her hijab. Aisha Yesufu. Yeah, she has come. Excellency. I called her because she speaks the truth. She's not afraid of anybody. And this ADC will never be afraid of speaking the truth. So speak the truth so that the people shall be set free. 1.5 minutes.
Nigerian people. Of the greatest Nigerian people. Good day to the high table. I've been given 1 minute.
Yes.
You know, whenever it is, I can speak not only for Nigeria but also for Africa. But today we had a guest leader who said it's all about unity. It's all about unity. We are united with the insecurity that affects every part of the country. We are united with the lack of employment. We are united with the things that are not working. The next time they tell you we are not united, remind them that the problems that face all of us, we all get it. And so therefore, we will put our hands together to make sure that Nigeria becomes an amazing country, a great country, one that we all will be proud of. And today, Nigerians have decided that they are going into the African, right? Give me the second one. Give me the third one. There is a reason why there is no party there. It simply means this is not the time for jollification like you would usually see. This is the time for Africans, Nigerians. Nigerians will lead the way. And this is the time for us all to come together and have that Congress. African Democratic Congress it is. ADC!
Arise and shine.
ADC!
Arise.
AD&C!
Arise and shine.
Before I leave, I want to say here, sir, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, I have never been in any political party. I have refused to be a card-carrying member of any political party. But as my leader, I give you my words that I will proudly be a card-carrying member of ADC.
Thank you.
And David Mark, you might not remember, over 11 years ago, under the rains, we cried together. And Honorable Aminu Tambua, you might not remember, but we cried together. You were outside in the rain. When we stood up, I had turned 40 and I realized that silence was no longer an option. And when Chibok girls were taken away and we came to the National Assembly, both of you came out and you stood in the rain and you cried with us. All of us shed tears and we are still shedding that tear. Enough is enough. There is no more time for us to shed tears. We have cried too much. From this moment on, we are in the trenches. We will fight for Nigeria. We will have a great nation. ADC, we take us and give us the Nigeria where the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go to. Is that not what we agreed? So on that note, we have to give him the chance now to tell us where we are going. May I invite respectfully His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, CON, to say where we are going. His Excellency Senator David Mark, listen carefully where we have decided to go.
start by just recognizing some of our distinguished leaders that are here. I have to recognize the party chairman, our own dear senior brother, distinguished Senator David Mark. Recognize the chairman of our occasion and our dear father, Chief Simon Okeke, and all the elders that are here, because all the ex-governors here, apart from maybe my junior brother Emeka, and all my seniors, let me say on all protocols very respectfully and duly observed. There's two juniors here. So let me recognize all of them and set all protocols very duly observed. Today is an important day. Today is the last day of 2025. So we are ending this year with a hope that in 2026 we will begin a journey of rescue of our country. For proper socio-economic development that will be unifying and inclusive. We have all watched those who benefited from our democracy sometimes now become accessories to destroying our democracy, either through coercion and gangsterism against the opposition. We cannot allow this to happen. We will resist it. We've not seen people who benefited in our democracy be part of celebrating electoral fraud publicly. And we are saying that those who are planning to rig the election in Nigeria come 2027, we will resist it by every means lawful and legitimate. And we are urging this happen because we have weak institutions like INEC, which we are urging them in the coming election. We must do whatever it is to follow the rules and the regulation, starting by educational qualification for eligibility to sit for any election. We can no longer be where they are asking whether this person went to school or not. We have 1 year now to determine who went to school and who didn't go to school. We have 1 year now for people to tell us the school they attended. And when they left those schools, we don't want it to be something we go to court after election. They say it's pre-election matter. We have pre-election situation now to verify everybody who wants to contest the election in Nigeria. And we must follow that. Our commitment is about Nigeria. In all my thought and everything, we are committed to a better Nigeria, and we found all the studies that we have followed religiously, and I'm going to mention a few to tell you why it is important what we are doing here today and why we must follow it, and know that two things are critical if we are going to turn around Nigeria. We must stay united. Nigeria today is not united. We must ensure the unity of the country. We must ensure we have competent leadership. I have followed my studies of where we have conflict, where we have strife, where there's disunity, and where there's unity, and what it brought about. Because of it, I've read several books in it, but I'm going to cite one which Professor Tommy knows very well. He took me to visit one of the best authors who wrote on conflict resolution and transformation, because we're talking about transforming our country. And that took me to read a book by Professor Nicole Fox of California University. And after reading that book, met with him alongside Professor Tommy, and after listening to him, I decided, for the interest of what happened in Rwanda, to visit Rwanda. And sat down, had the opportunity of sitting down with Paul Kagame to listen what he did in reconciling and transforming that society, which shows me hope that it can happen here. Yes, and what if you look at what he did, it is evident that in 1995, if you look at it, the GDP per capita of Rwanda is $227. Today, it is $1,100, a growth of over 500%. While our own country, in 1995, the GDP per capita of $1,225, today we are below 1,000. 30 years after, for the giant of Africa. We cannot continue this way. Our people are in pain. That is why we are coming to talk about how do we unify our country. Following that particular visit and the differential showing on the development of this country, I decided to go further. That took me to read another book, Growing Apart, which is a book about Indonesia and Nigeria. Indonesia and Nigeria have the same similarity in population, high population, cultural, economic structure, everything. However, after reading that book, I decided I'm going to take a tour of the United States to meet with Professor Lewis personally. When I sat down with him, what he told me was more revealing and shocking than what I read in the book. And I decided to take a trip to Indonesia to see what they did. That took me to meet with the Minister of Planning of Indonesia, Minister of Education, Minister of Small Business, Minister of Small Villages, Minister of Health. I met the Vice President and the most celebrated president in Indonesia, Joko Widodo, to know what they did. When you do at all this, one thing is very clear: unity and competent leadership. Unity and competent leadership. And if you follow what they've been able to do, today Indonesia is a commendable success. Where they move now, they become one of the over 1 trillion economy. The first in Southeast Asia, about 1.4 today, and the biggest economy in Southeast Asia with a capital of $5,300. When Nigeria, again lamentably, is today our GDP has halved from what it was 10 years ago to 240 and below 1,000 per capita. What did they do differently? Competent leadership and unity have shown what you can do. In all the studies, like I said, following that, you've listened where somebody who won a Nobel Peace Prize said that Nigeria knows what to do to prosper. The 2024 studies, like I said, following that, you've listened where somebody who won a Nobel Peace Prize said that Nigeria knows what to do to prosper. The 2024 Nobel Peace Prize winner in economics said Nigeria knows what to do to prosper, but they refused to do it. Professor James Robinson of Chicago University. I spent 3 hours with him in Chicago University to listen about what he has to say. It all boils down to unity competent leadership that have capacity, have commitment and compassion to change the socio-economic of the country. That is what we are lacking, and that's what we need to change. What they did is not rocket science. It can be done here and we'll get the same result. It is not rocket science. I've studied it, I've followed it all over. One thing that is common about all these leaders is that they build consensus of their people. And how do they do it? By being honest to them and telling them the truth. A leader must speak the truth. A leader must be trusted. A leader cannot be part of telling people one thing and doing the opposite. You must do the same thing. If you must ask people to fast, you should not feast. Whatever you tell the people to do, the leader must show it. We can no longer sit in a country where our leaders tell us lie. We cannot, they are truthful people, they live a life of just, and that is what is lacking here. We have a situation where we said we are fighting corruption, but we have monumental corruption in front of us. Talk to me. We have a situation where we have closed our shop, chasing thieves, and allowing other people to pack whatever remains in the shop away. We borrowed more money than we have ever borrowed. We saved all the money we are supposed to save, and yet our people are dying of hunger. There's insecurity. Nigeria has never seen this level of insecurity. We have never seen this level of hunger. We have never seen this level of division, where our country is so divided that we are at point of hating each other. I have traveled all over the place, and my appeal to all of us, to those who are visiting us, that we must come together united to be able to fight this. We can no longer allow those by dividing us. We can no longer allow those who live by making us poor. Nigeria is not a poor country. We are looted into poverty, and we must stop that looting. Nigerians are not lazy people. We've been betrayed. Nigeria, we can no longer continue rewarding criminals. We can no longer allow normalizing what is not normal. We must then change it. And to change it, we must come with unity of purpose. We are now talking about tax regime. How can you, everybody who knows about physical policy knows that tax is a social contract. A social contract that when you empower your people, they become more productive and they pay you more tax. How can you tax people who are unemployed? We have 130 million people living in multi-dimensional poverty. We have 80 million Nigerians, young Nigerians who are unemployed, and you are talking about tax. You can't grow revenue when people are starving. You cannot grow revenue by throwing people into poverty. You must grow revenue. It's a bank account. You must pay in before withdrawal. These people are withdrawing without paying anything in. That must stop. And all of us here have a destiny to be part of that. To be part of that challenge. That's why we're here. We can't just say we are joining party. Why are we joining party? Are we joining party to continue the same criminality? Are we joining party to change that? We have become a crime scene. We are now called fantastically corrupt. We are now called disgraced nation. We now use everything. I now have gone round the whole state. I've been to IDP camps in Benue, in Plateau, in places where those who are in government fear to go or even fail to acknowledge publicly, denying it. I've been there. I see the people's pain. I see their pain all over. So we must turn around our country. God gave us everything. No country in the world that I can imagine that have what Nigeria has today. How can we be hungry? A country of 923,000 square kilometers. Today we are importing rice. Because I'm telling you rice is cheaper. We are importing the rice that makes our rice cheaper. From another country, clean our farmers. When we should be doing it. Tiny country like Bangladesh. Bangladesh, a country with about 1/6 of our size, high population as we are, is producing 10 times what we are producing. In fact, we can compare Bangladesh with our two biggest states. Bangladesh is less than 150,000 square kilometers of land. Our two biggest states, Niger at 76.3 and Borno at 70.8, is about the size of Bangladesh. And we have a population of 171 million. Yet they are producing 10 times the amount of rice we produce. That is unacceptable. We must change this. And that is why we are coming to say that we want to start turning around the country from consumption to production. A new Nigeria is possible. And we cannot make it happen. We can create that what is there. So all of us that are gathered here, I being part of this coalition from day one, because I've heard people say it's trying to defect or join party. I was part of this coalition from day one. So people know I was part of it when it was being discussed. I was part of it when it was launched. I am saying that we are now calling. I thank all my leaders that are gathered here. You must have leaders if you must be seen as a leader tomorrow. Have leaders here. Achikudenwa is here. Okosedewa is here. Samuel is here. Benobi is here. All these people are mentioning today, as you know, Abaribe is here. I know why I'm saying this. These are people who are my senior in age, in politics, in everything. And I thank them that we say we'll be a family. Yes. We are not going to be a family of crime. We are not going to be a family to deprive other people. We are going to be a family of change. A family that will create new Nigeria. That is what the family is all about. We've watched people tell us stories in midst of plenty and we are hungry. So we have all come together and to ensure that we become fully member of this coalition of ADC led by distinguished Senator David Mark. That is why we came together. We will in the coming months be able to tell you what this coalition has that is different from what is happening today. Because we must show the difference. That is why you are seeing from Osumbo to Tommy, they can't be a professor for nothing. They know what professors are suffering today. So their professorship must come with new ideas. We want to be able to change the country. And we are not just on ourselves going into ADC, we are also begging other people from other political parties. All the opposition must come together for the sake of Nigeria. Whether you are PDP, APP, or any other party, we are faced with the essential threat which we must all fight for the sake of our children. A new Nigeria, productive, all-inclusive, united Nigeria, where we will see each other's love, where we will turn around the economy, starting from agriculture and manufacturing. The empty lands of the north must be cultivated, while the factories in the southern part of the country must now function, be employing people. Thank you. May God Almighty. We must now do that and ensure that we will now talk about how we are going to create wealth based on proper physical policy that creates wealth by ensuring that we enrich the people. So we can aim more. Those 80 million Nigerian youths, we must give them a hope to drive everything. One of the things I learned in Indonesia is that 95% of the employment comes from small businesses. And there were many youths. I went everywhere to see what they are doing. And it can be done in Nigeria. Imagine when we empower 80 million youths. And those 80 million youths either employ themselves or add one more person. We won't talk about unemployment in this country. That's what we are doing. And we have people, senators here, dignitaries here. Look at, we have Ostomu here. He has been advising on economy. We want that he has advice to work on. We look at Onyemugochukwu. There's so many of you that are gathered here. Let us come as a family under the ADC coalition led by David Mark to turn around our country, to stop this lamentation, to stop this crying, to make sure that people in ID camp go back to their houses, go back to their farms, to make sure that no Nigerian wakes up hungry. Thank you, and God bless all of you. Thank you.
Okute ka Yesu, monedege monana, okute ka Yesu, okute ka Yesu, monedege monana. Address system back. Thank you very much. We progress very fast now. Mr. Obi has spoken, and Senator Ben Obi said he is the one who will say where we are going. And he has said that we are going to ADC. ADC is the party, is a coalition party, but it's an individual party. So all of us in different parties here have now heard that that's where we are going to go. That's what he has said. Okute, is that what you said? Yes, sir. So it's now clear. He has given the direction. And we are privileged to have presiding officers at the National Assembly here. We have National Chairman of ADC, 2 times Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, David Mark, GCON. We are privileged to also have Right Honorable Senator Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, former Speaker of the House of Representatives. And we're also lucky to have a Deputy Presiding Officer in that House, Honorable Emeka, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha. In fact, he was Deputy Speaker to Aminu Tambuwal. When you go home, you continue. bring hope to Nigerians. Make you hear your hand. Right honorable. Mr. Chairman of the occasion, Ochendo Simon Okeke, whom by the grace of God will be 90 in a few days' time. My boss, our boss, the man that has taught me so much, the good and the bad. Distinguished Senator David A.B. Mark, National Chairman of the African Democratic Congress. Distinguished leaders, our leader Okute Peter Obi. Distinguished leaders gathered here, particularly of the Southeast region, and our dear friends, leaders of the Southeast, ladies and gentlemen, it is with a sense of humility and conscious of the fact that history is being made today that I accept the rare honor to do the needful. The needful is that several Nigerians, and indeed, most importantly, of the Southeast extraction have been waiting for this moment to come. Am I speaking what you know? Your Excellency, Senator David Mark, you have heard Okute, he has made the formal announcement. My job is to propose, realizing the fact that by His grace and by virtue of my responsibilities in the past, I was part of nurturing our democracy till this date. Worked very hard to stabilize multi-party democracy in our country. Very well aware that there is no democracy without opposition. In our time in the federal government, we ensured that opposition had their voice. Consequently, I do propose that all of us representing the vast majority of the Southeast political players in our country, men, women, youth, and indeed the special citizens, do propose and move that we all join the African Democratic Congress as a party that we shall use for the Southeast to get back to the federal government of Nigeria. Realizing that since 2015, we have been excluded as a people, and we understand what that means. We are thirsty, we are hungry, we are desirous. We have extracted other platforms, and we are conscious of the fact that the platform that will satisfy our aspirations, justify our participation, a party that will be there for all, will be the African Democratic Congress. I therefore move that we all adopt, accept, and massively register to be members of the ADC starting from today. I so move, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much. Umeh. I want to invite, on behalf of all of us here, particularly those who were part of the consultations before we arrived at this decision, I want to invite Professor Osita Ubu to come out and second this motion. Professor Ostobo is a professor of economics, development economics. Before we came here, we analyzed the economy. And decided that through here we can revamp the economy of Nigeria. Go ahead. Second.
Without much ado, given the speech of Okute and the motion proposed by Honorable Ihedioha, former governor, I so second.
Thank you very much. Those who are in support of this motion, say aye. Those who again say nay. All of them are absent. I want to also put it on record, Mr. Chairman of the party, that people here are not only from the southeast. All the National Assembly members of Labour Party and some from other parties, ABGA.
So guys, there have been a lot of reactions going on after Peter Obi joined the ADC. Some people are in support, some people are not in support. Anyway, let me take you through one of the reactions. Tunde Elliott is one of the core supporters of Peter Obi. I mean, this guy has been very, very, very supportive to Peter Obi. I'm just going to take you through what he tweeted, and many people have been retweeting. Mazi Tunde Elliott reacted and said, election is free and fair. If election is free and fair, Tinubu said no, see, he can never win. Never. The only reason the APC still believes it can remain in power is because of INEC and the judiciary. Without those two, they don't stand the chance to win nothing after them don't finish the whole country. From Tinubu's first day in office, INEC will announce and the judiciary will legitimize their win. That is what Tunde Elliott said. But we shall not back down. Nigeria must be great. Peter Obi 2027. So this is what Tunde Elliott posted, and hey, Tunde Elliott that he tweeted, and people have been reacting. This person say, Tunde is not slowing down anytime soon. So, and this post has really gathered a lot of reactions. Let me share with you. This person say, Tunde is irrelevant in Nigerian politics. This one says, at least he stands on the truth always. Abi, tell them. This other person say, they know it. Even Buala Dane and Festus Kayamu know that their Oga is not Peter Obi's match. I mean, this person say, election will be surprise. Was 2020? Okay, election 2027 will surprise many, particularly politicians. Vox populi, Vox die. I don't know what that means. This person will lie. This person, ADC plus Peter Obi, will still lose again in 2027 and forever. So far, Peter Obi is run for presidency, and nothing on a papa will do. And this other person here say, let's go harder, blood. Let's go harder. So this person, Tunde, na real sniper. He knows when take a clean shot. Obi is coming. Happy new prosperous new year to you, big brother. So guys, many people are really still behind Peter Obi. If election is free and fair in Nigeria, no single politician can win election in Nigeria. None of them, all these cabals. Go to his comment section and see them crying like pig. This was a Tunde and some ADC members want a better leader for our great country. But I'm afraid they may not have a plan good enough to unseat the grandmaster of Nigerian politics. This person said the priority shall be INEC and every official at duty the election day till the announcement, and if the results are tampered with, no illegal announcement must be made. I mean, this one is go all hard. And this person says, same same guy that make Obi popular, Yoruba will answer you people in next election. This person say, if you want Tinubu out of office, look for another young Yoruba technocrat. As opposition, Obi will be reason why Tinubu will continue in office, because don't forget all the hate. Because of the hate. Oh. This person say, men are not playing in this time. Oh, enough is enough. A new Nigeria is possible. I mean, nobody is playing this time. Nobody, you know. A new Nigeria is possible. This person, how do we overcome this? What strategy can we imbibe? I don't think we should allow this to happen again. Wise, we fold our hands. What are the strategies? I say, citizens, ensure the redemption of INEC and judiciary in the sanest way possible. Redemption of INEC and judiciary. How beautiful would it be if 100 million Nigerians can be as vocal as this? At 2027, we shall defeat the APC at their own dance. It's enough. And this other person, a lot of reaction. So why did the loser is in the past presidential election not contest the result in court? They knew they lost. They went to court seeking disqualification based on technicalities of academic records and background records. They never contested the result. This one says, true, INEC and judiciary could give them to Tinubu, but Nigeria could take them back from them by force. They didn't criticize APC and Tinubu more than rain or mockery. Today, he is an ambassador. Tunde just defarm him appointment, okay? And this person, Peter Obi back up will be insane. APC won't see it coming. Peter Obi back up will be insane. APC won't see it coming. And this other person here say, this evil government must be uprooted in 2027. Another person says, someone that probably hasn't voted in the last 3 elections want to tell those on ground what happened in the last election. That's what you think. And this person say, who sabi Tunde for politics? Same noise the last time. If now you go back down. Another person here said, no be mission 2020 be this. Make Tunde they try think now. Another person say, let him join hands with all the influencers and musicians to start a revolution, and every terror ends. Simple. Every terror ends. This person say the old Muba Yonanuga is in panic mood, and we all know Obi won't taste that presidency without the opposition either maiming the supporters or him. God. Not being offensive is Obi paying these guys for his support. Peter Obi will follow. Peter Obi will follow. So guys, Peter Obi will follow. Peter Obi. This campaign season won't be for the weak at all. But he is speaking the obvious truth, Sabi. So guys, these are Nigerians reacting to a tweet that is coming from Tunde Elliott saying that Peter Obi, even if the judiciary likes, let him do the worst, you know. Nevertheless, Peter Obi is going to emerge victorious. You know, Tunde Elliott is saying that Peter Obi is the man to follow. And many people have been saying, oh, he said the same thing in the last election. Is that not how they neglected Peter Obi? They said, oh, just 4 people tweeting, and at the end, the tsunami came. Breaking news, as a loyal support and firm believer in the vision of Peter Obi, I hereby declare for African Democratic Congress officially joined today, standing for competence, integrity, unity, and new Nigeria that works for all. The journey to rescue Nigeria continues. We are coming. I repeat, we are coming. Yes, so the journey to rescue this country, Peter Obi and his penchant for changing parties after every election cycle. Yeah, he can change because if people have destroyed the party, Tinubu does not want opposition to survive. Nah, you can change. This is a Badebo Rosevival said, "Dear Nigerians, the stage is set. The hardship that majority of Nigerians have faced this year should normally be enough for any right-thinking government to focus on governance as opposed to politicking. Instead, they are hell-bent on taking even more from people." So he's saying that enough is enough. Nigerians, it's time to vote for Peter Obi, vote for change. Presidency calls Peter Obi bitter failed governor, label him copycat, seeking foreign models for Nigeria. So the Tinubu's camp is panicking, honestly. They are panicking because guess what? Peter Obi is coming and there's nothing that to do about it. Tinubu has failed woefully. So you can imagine if majority of the North say they are not going to vote for Tinubu. And, Peter Obi himself to say, Southern you say no to Tinubu. You know what that means. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.